Okay, so good morning, ladies and gents, and whoever else is watching me. Your girl Euniycemari here. It is like, what time is it? It is 10:50 this morning, and I have my coffee. And let's get this video started, okay? So, what this video today that I wanted to bring to you guys is for the ones out there who are curious about starting to wear makeup but don't really know where to begin. I get a lot of questions like in my regular life about makeup, and through like my experience with wearing makeup, well, I didn't start wearing makeup until like I was 18, 19 when I started wearing makeup, and that's when I started to really have a thing for it. But it kind of got like worse, I guess you could say, as time went on. Then I really started to get into wearing makeup and like blending things, trying new eyeshadows and crazy eyeliner and all that above, you know. And when I first started with makeup, like I was learning how to do the cat eye, and I swear to you, I believe that, well, it did. I'm not even gonna. My cat eye looked like the Nike sign or a check mark. Yeah, it was crazy, you know. And I mean, my family never said anything because I guess that they knew that I was like going through this, trying to, you know, experiment with makeup phase, you know. But as I learned, you know, it doesn't have to be like that. You know, you can really, you know, play with a cat eye and make it dramatic or less dramatic. So I learned that over time. And with me, nobody taught me how to wear or put on makeup. I taught myself by watching YouTube videos. So, you know, like I got on YouTube. Well, okay, we'll go into that on a whole nother issue. Let's just stick to the point here, okay? So yeah, so I learned all my makeup through YouTube. I watched millions of YouTube videos about eyeshadows and eyeliners and mascaras and how to blend and everything like that. So a little history on my makeup experience, or learning makeup experience. So let's get into this. I have my handy dandy notebook, and so where am I? Okay, so tip number 1 for you guys out there. Okay, find out your skin type, okay? You want to know if you're acne prone. You want to know if you're allergic to something. You want to know if you're dry. You want to know if you're oily. Why? Why would I want to know these things? Because what you put on your skin, makeup-wise, is going to affect that, okay? If you're not using products for your skin type, it's not going to... what's the word that I'm looking for? It's not going to work with your skin, okay? For example, if you are oily skin like me, you cannot go and put on a product that's for dry skin. Why? Because products for dry skin are going to add moisture or oils to the skin. And if you have oily skin, you don't want to add more oil to your skin, do you? No. So you want to find out what your skin type is so that you can find makeup out there, foundation especially, so that for your skin type, you know, it works for your skin type. Another thing is you want to know what you're allergic to as well, because you don't want to put something on your face and then have an allergic reaction. That's not fun for anybody. So you want to make sure that you don't have any allergic reactions to anything in makeup or in general. Another thing is because, okay, so it's like an artist, right, with a canvas, right? They prep their canvas or whatnot. They prep it before they put their artwork down so that their artwork is flawless, right? Same thing applies to makeup. You want to make sure that your canvas, which is your face, is prepped. And by it being prepped, that means that you're using the right products for your skin. Therefore, when you lay down your artwork, it comes out flawless, okay? Because if you're, for example, like I said before, if you're oily skin and you're applying a product that's based on helping dry skin, you're gonna add more oil to your face. You're gonna look like an oily hot mess, and that's not fun for anybody. So yeah, find out your skin type. My tip number 1. That's just my tip, okay? So tip number 2, I say start off small, okay? I know a lot of young girls or a lot of people out there watch these YouTube videos with the hauls and everything of that sort, where, you know, girls go out and they buy a lot of makeup, or they go out and buy really expensive makeup, you know. And I'm not going to say that, you know, expensive makeup is no good. No, I mean, there's really good brands out there, but there's also really good drugstore brands. So when I say start small, I mean, don't go out and buy a $50 foundation and you're just beginning makeup. That's a major no-no in my opinion. You know, somebody else may feel differently, whatever. In my opinion, I think you should go. And the lighting is changing in here. It's, y'all live in LA, so if you see the lighting go to being good to being bad, I apologize, because it seems I'm using natural light, so it seems like the sun comes out and then the sun goes back in. So anyways, I digress. So start small. Go to your local drugstore and find foundations, eyeshadows, things of that sort, you know, to play out with. Wet n Wild has really good eyeshadows that you guys can mess around with. If I can just find one really quick. NYC is another good brand. They're like $1.99 NYC. Oh, no, sorry. $2.99 NYC. And then Wet n Wild is about $2.99 as well. And I mean, especially with these, they tell you exactly where to put the color. So on this one, they tell you the brow bone, the crease, and the eyelid. So they kind of lay it out for you in a way. And I mean, NYC does it too, but I took the little plastic thingy out. So those are good for you to play around with, and you can find, you know, good little foundations, mascaras, liners, all that for really cheap prices, you know. So, you know, start small. Go into your local drugstore, especially with your coupons, and play around when it comes to makeup and, you know, learn. Another reason why I say start small is because many of the times girls, you know, they want to get involved in makeup and they find out that wearing makeup isn't for them. They find that, you know, either they don't like the whole process of putting on foundation and everything of that sort. So, I mean, that happens, you know, as girls. We want to try it out because we want to look pretty and we want to try makeup. That's just how it goes. But many a times, it may not be something that's for you. So if you go out and you spend $50 on a foundation, kind of find out either it's not the right one for your skin type, or kind of find out you're not really into the whole makeup thing, then you wasted money. So I say go small, go to the drugstore, check out what they have there, get little eyeshadows and you know, things like that. Another thing for beginners when it comes to that in the same category is you can go onto BH Cosmetics, coastalscents.com, and they have something called these palettes, 88 palettes, 120 palettes, blush palettes, lip palettes, and you can really get these for inexpensive prices, and they come with so many colors that you can play with. So you don't have to go out and buy a million eyeshadows. You can kind of just go to like BH Cosmetics or Coastal Scents and order one of these bad boys, and you have everything from natural tones to more colorful tones. You have yellows, greens, all that. So check that out. That's another option. And let's see. So my next tip for you would be practice, practice, practice. I cannot tell you that enough. Just like with anything, you gotta practice. Makeup is something that, you know, you're not gonna just get it, of course. You know, you can't just, I mean, some people may, you know, but I just think, like with me, for example, I practice, you know, and I practice on myself mostly, you know, like I just pulled out all my eyeshadows and I started to put colors together, you know, using more natural tones as well, and just blending things out and playing with cream liner, pencil liner, liquid liner to see what's the difference between them, how they work, how can you manipulate them, what colors go together, what colors don't go together, what colors work for my complexion, what colors don't work for my complexion. So you want to practice, 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 and play around in makeup and figure what works out for you. And you know, that's how you'll get better, and you'll figure out like what works for you makeup wise and what doesn't work for you makeup wise, you know. Example, myself, I'm a light makeup I'm a light makeup wearer. I say that all the time, huh? I like to wear very natural makeup, you know. I'm not into heavy foundation. I've never been into foundation. I'm more of a powder girl. Sometimes I'll wear Revlon Nearly Naked, my foundation that I do have, and it'll be a really light coat, you know. But I'm really like a, you see me like this, or either I have on some wing liner, but I'm a really natural girl, and that works for me. Some people like to be a little bit more dramatic every day, and that works for them. Whatever your makeup style is, whatever your makeup style is, but you just gotta practice, 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 you know, figure out what works for you, and then go from there. But it's not gonna be too easy, you know. But I picked it up pretty quick. I told you I went through the check mark phase with my eye, with my cat eye. Yeah. You know, so I was walking around looking like a fool. People thought I probably was crazy, but eventually after practicing, I noticed that, you know, hey, didn't have to do it like that. Okay. Another tip for you, or from me to you, is to watch tutorials. Come on, you guys. YouTube is full of very, very talented young ladies that show you how to do things, how to do beautiful things with makeup. So, you know, just hop on YouTube and watch tutorials, you know, and take down notes. That's what I used to do. Take down notes and then get in the mirror and try it yourself, you know. And so, yeah, those are my tips to those out there who are wanting to get into the beauty, wanting to wear makeup, and trying to figure out where to begin. So those are my tips to you, short, sweet, and simple. And I think those are just really some key points. Nothing too over the top. You know, you just want to, like I said, find out what your skin type is. Start small. Practice, practice, practice. And, I mean, I guess watch tutorials are a part of the practice. But you guys know what I mean. So, yeah. But, thank you for watching. Make sure you guys subscribe. Thumbs this video up. And follow your girl at Euniycemari5. And check out my blog, www.eunice.blogspot.com. And I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye.